Hi, so in this video, I just want to talk about a mishmash of random things. If you're wondering why I'm talking quietly, it's because it's 2 a.m. right now, quiet hours, and I definitely don't want to wake up the person living right there. So the first thing I want to mention is this video called Time-lapse of the Future by melodysheep. And even though it's only a month old, it's already becoming one of my favorite videos on YouTube because it's just so cinematic and well produced, and the soundtrack is also really nice. But the gist of it is we start at the present day, 2019, and they just travel through time into the future.
What we do now and in the next few years will profoundly affect.
So every 5 seconds, they double the speed at which they progress. So you get an exponential curve sort of thing. So within 4 minutes or something. Oh, spoiler warning, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because I'm going to talk about the ending. But within 4 minutes, the sun blows up. So that's already like way in the future and beyond what humans can comprehend. And within like 12 minutes, all protons decay. So the thing about exponential curves is that, well, first of all, like the derivative is proportional to itself, so that's pretty cool. But because it doubles every 5 seconds, that means that no matter where you are in the video, the next 5 seconds of the video will encompass a longer period of time than the entire video before that. And that is like kind of obvious, but when you're watching the video and you get really invested and you're 20 minutes in, it feels like you've watched a whole universe of time pass by. And it's just weird to remind yourself that whatever happens in the next 5 seconds, it's longer than that. So at the very end, spoiler again, the last black hole supposedly evaporates. And there's this maybe 20 to 30 second scene of it evaporating, and it's pretty emotional. And it feels like a finale, but since it's 20 to 30 seconds, like, okay, if the footage here is technically real, which it's not, of course, but that 30 seconds, by the time you reach the end of it, if you do the calculations, that means the universe technically spent 15/16 of its lifetime just watching this black hole evaporate, and only 1/16 of the time in the whole like 26 minutes before that. And I just think that's really interesting. So the second thing I want to talk about is, so I made a video on memes on Abacaba, and it got 1 million views in the first 23 hours, which is pretty cool. But someone on the Daily Dot wrote an article about it, David Britton, and I thought I would react to it. Now I'm a little nervous because I always get nervous when I read stuff about me, but I'm sure it's all good-natured. So let's proceed. Okay, this video captures 15 years of meme trends in 10 minutes. That's about right. From Leroy Jenkins to Big Chungus. Yeah, I would say that's like the first big meme and the last big meme so far. I answered like 6 interview questions about this, so let's see what shows up. It's hard to believe that meme culture has been around long enough to get nostalgic, but a new YouTube video which showcases the top memes from 2004 to 2019 will have you feeling all warm and fuzzy about things like Good Guy Greg and Dat Boy. Well, I would say like I'm happy that people are getting nostalgic because the internet deserves to be a place where like people feel at home, and when like enough time passes and you think about like your homes from years gone, you should feel nostalgic. Okay, so anyway, this video is created by Carrie Huang, a senior major in computer science at Stanford University. That's true. It combines data from Google Trends and Know Your Meme. Also true. I won't read it all out loud, but some memes have meteoric rise and fall, while others stick around for months on end, occasionally falling a few spots to come back on top. It's almost hypnotic to watch things like this and this and this, which in turn give way to newer memes. Yeah, like I was gonna say, one of the funnest things about making the video for me was old meme trends that I had no idea existed, because like I only really got into the meme culture, like deep into like what the internet liked around 2011. So I didn't know when Leroy Jenkins became really popular. I just always knew in the back of my head it was like an ancient meme. So it's really cool for me to now know the exact date it became popular, so like mid 2005. And also like common things like, oh really? I thought that was just a common phrase, but if you look at trends, there's a very clear point. Actually, I could show you right now where it was more popular than any other meme. And I don't know what causes these things. Okay, this is the past 12 months. I don't like how Google Trends sets it as the default now. But if you look at the past 12 years or 14 years, you can see, oh, really peaked in late 2005. And another thing I like about meme trends like this is for most of them, or actually maybe not most of them, it's organic growth. Like no one could have caused this. It's not like a celebrity said, start using "oh really" in your sentences. It's just like the culture of the internet at the time was just prime. It was ripe for a new phrase to come through. So you can't control it. Like you can't control that boy becoming the most popular meme. It just sort of happens. So I think that's really cool. So if you want to know exactly how Huang, oh, I like how it uses my last name. That is quite lit and dank and awesome. Oh my God, I'm so immature. Anyway, oh yeah, I do outline that in a separate video. Yeah, okay. I will say that the meme data set is not perfect. I talked about it in the other video, so I'm not going to mention it again. But I did notice just today, and it made me sad, is that one incorrect meme is "me gusta," because "me gusta" is a sentence in Spanish, I think. It just means I like. Okay, I might be wrong about that. But basically, if you just search "me gustas trends," you get this very general line because people are just searching I like on Google, and that doesn't have anything to do with the meme. It looks like it peaks around 2012, the same time as the meme, but you can see all this residual stuff earlier and afterward. So if you just search "me gusta meme," this is much less searched, but it gives you a much more accurate shape of the popularity of that really dorky looking face. I can't do it with myself, but like, you know, in case you're curious what that meme was, it's this, right? Kind of creepy looking, in my opinion. Doesn't look like he's liking anything, but wait, let me just make sure that I'm accurate about this, because if I'm wrong, I don't want to be saying it 10 times wrong. Oh, I don't, not that one. Translate. Me gusta. Okay, I got it right. So it's I like it. So anyway, what happened was when my auto collector script all the data for Me Gusta, it used this graph to simulate Me Gusta's popularity when it should have been closer to this graph. So if you look in the video, oh, I don't know why I was on this person's page. It doesn't really matter. Me Gusta shows up in early 2010 and lingers until late 2015. But in actuality, it should have really only appeared in like late 2011 and 2012. And also because it's kind of a density graph thing, that just means it could have even peaked even higher in mid 2012. It might have been the most popular meme in 2012. So I feel so bad that I got the data set wrong and I won't really get a chance to redo it. But the other thing I was going to say is, shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, I can't remember. It's late. Yeah, oh my God, I'm not gonna edit this video, am I? Whatever, okay. If I think about it again, I'll tell you later. Oh, I was gonna say that for memes that were very obviously, like, they had to be, you had to research them, such as the loss meme, I did do that. So loss as a word, you know, it's just so common that it never goes in and out of style except for maybe seasonal trends, but the loss meme spikes there. And I also automated that because the code would look to see, okay, know your meme says that the lost meme originated in blank year. And if there's any activity before that year on Google Trends, that means you have to do a second dive. You have to add that meme word to make sure you filter out any searches for that term that aren't meme related. So don't worry, I took the precaution. Yeah, I know you don't really care. You just want me to read the article and stop delaying. Okay. So I said that I had the idea for the meme video since 2011, and that's kind of true. I think that was before I had the idea that, like, oh, I could upload data visualizations to YouTube, because I think back then I was in full Battle for Dream Island mode, but I definitely was already interested with the meme trends because I was already like, why are all these rage faces getting so popular, and like which one was the oldest, which one was the newest? I wanted to know. Yeah, so there's that. I think it's fun to see people commenting about how long lasting Lenny face is, because it really is. Like if you look at lost meme, that's pretty typical, or sort of something like, I don't know, right in front of my salad. That was another meme. like you can see the typical lifespan of a meme here. But if you search Lenny face, it's just it has so much longevity. And I think that might just because it's so simple that it's almost like a word. And if a word enters the lexicon of English, then it has more lasting power. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even. Oh, so this is like extra stuff in the article, like more research. That's just pretty cool. This isn't the first data animation that Huang has put together. You can check out some of his other projects, like his data bubble video showing the most popular YouTube channels. Oh yeah, that one I actually don't quite like because I used a weekly growth instead of total count for biggest YouTube channels. And like when the whole PewDiePie T series thing blew up, I think people cared more about cumulative count than weekly growth. But whatever. I still think it's like I'm glad that I made the video, to learn something. I do like this most popular baby names by state video, because I think it was fun to make, and I like the color schemes of like it fading in and out and like pastel colors versus dark colors. It was just a fun experience. So here's just me talking about my history about starting YouTube in 2008. I'm pretty sure if you are following me from the BFDI stuff, you already know most of this. Abacaba, we started in 2014. It's a math pattern. I also like how abacaba has the word dab in it because it's ABACABA, dab, ACABAEAB. Well, anyway, yeah, that's dumb. By the way, when we first created the channel in 2014, dabbing wasn't even like a meme yet, so that's cool. Oh yeah. So I remember he asked me, David, right? Yeah, David asked me if anything shocked me or surprised me about the video or the data when it first came out. And like for me, it was hands down just how many shock sites were popular in the older days of the internet, which doesn't surprise me because I think every new medium has a Wild West era where like no one is really moderating it and like really questionable things reign supreme. So I think the fact that those did show up at the top was good for like conveying that message. Oh yeah, I said that Doge was my favorite meme. Okay, well, I also said that Mr. Bones' Wild Ride is my favorite meme, but I don't think anyone really knows that one, because Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, even though I love the game, is not like super well known anymore. But I said Doge just because, it's lighthearted, it's cute, it's wholesome. I also think Comic Sans gets a little too much hate. I think people just hate it because it's cool to hate it and all their friends tell them they should. So it's good to see it get some love here. Oh yeah, I also mentioned other data visualization channels that are doing really well now, because I kind of wanted to leave on a note of like you can do it too, because honestly you can. In terms of like workload, I would say it's like less work than most other video types because most of it's automated. So if you have the right data set and you know how to visualize it, like you don't have to put in any work to like once it's going, you don't have to put in any extra work. Yeah, and also like the rankings, this person, they made that video about the most subscribed to YouTube channels that just blew up like 15 million views. That's crazy. I guess, I mean, I think my channel's older than most of them, so it feels like I'm like the grandparent and like everyone, goes off to live brighter futures, and I'm just like I guess the seed that started it all. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not the one who started it all. I don't want to claim to like have owned the genre. Like it obviously existed before. And if we're gonna be honest, the thing that inspired me to start Abacaba in the very beginning, I don't know if this is gonna show up, but it's this video about 2012 YouTube search trends. Shoot, I should have had it auto loaded, but there are bubbles that change size based on how often they are searched. I swear you can find it if you go to YouTube. Actually, I'm just gonna try it because this video isn't meant to entertain you. You're gonna get bored. But I know that if you scroll on YouTube's thing long enough, it's from 2012. And there's a video that might remind you of the first Abacaba video. I don't know why like you can't search for it. Maybe oh, here it is. Google's like or YouTube's search engine optimization just really doesn't want this video to be spread. But like when I first saw this video, I was like super inspired by both like the not trance, but like the music that felt like a passage of time. I really like that genre of like tick tock, time's going by, and then like the bubbles changing size. So this was a big inspiration. But anyway, so that's to say that like I'm not the first person to do it, but I think it's cool to see these newer channels like trying their own ways of doing bar charts. Yeah, okay, enough of that. Well, I don't mean enough of that like in the sense it's like I'm done with this. I meant it more like I need to show you the next thing that was on my agenda, which is someone reacted to the abacaba thing. Reacting to meme history. I don't know if this is gonna make it show up. Oh, here it is. So I actually watched this whole video already. I should comment on it. But what's interesting is like when I first clicked on the video, I wanted to see his reaction to the most current memes because I knew that those would like people are most likely to remember the ones like Uganda Knuckles or the Tide Pod Challenge. They're probably not gonna know anything about like Leroy Jenkins. So I clicked to the end and watched it, and then I started like kind of hopping backward out of order. So I think I've seen the whole video, but like not in order. So that's kind of interesting. But what do I say? I'll say I need to comment something. I remember like what I really like about watching these is seeing what makes them react, because like me, because I'm hoping the data is correct, I really like it when I see a bar go to the top and then someone's like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's so true. So popular back then. And I don't like it when I see something go to the top and they're like, what? That's so not true. Even though like that is the case for a lot of memes. Like I didn't know about the Droog APYR meme from earlier last year, but apparently it was really popular. Anyway, so when I was watching this video, I was like, oh, I really like that he was so excited about Brad's wife showing up. Yeah, because that got pretty high up.
Bitch lasagna? Momo? I don't know what that is. Ricardo! Oh shit!
He seems to be a fan of Ricardo. I guess, yeah, okay. Darn, the fact that this is like I'm not editing this puts so much pressure on me because what do I say? Yeah, it's interesting to watch comments about this because it's like 2 levels removed from my video now. It's like this video is overwhelming. Yeah, like I noticed it was really fast paced, but I'm not gonna make it any longer because it's already 10 minutes. Yeah, something like, oh yeah, like I only learned about this Papega thing because of this video. So I feel like there's so many like little sections of internet culture that I'm becoming aware of now. Wait, is this the person who popularized Papega? Because look at that. Yeah, it is. It was number 15 at the end of April. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool then. Yeah. Wow. Okay. If everything's kind of related in that way. There's just so many memes to talk about. I don't know what to comment. I'll just say, I told you. Wait, someone else. Okay, did I think that because someone else just said Ricardo Army? Yeah, I'm copying them. I can't do that. It's okay. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Can't think about it too much. Yeah. So there we go. Hopefully he sees that. That would be pretty cool. Okay. I guess I should go to bed. My dad told me to go to bed earlier because I went to bed at like 3:30 last night, and I don't know why. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I guess not really. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone.